Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. We are about set for some football, and it's Joey Slye to kick things off. And off we go from Ford Field. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. The Lions call their first timeout. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They face 2nd down and 7. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Once again, it's Gibbs. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's out of bounds in great shape, down at the 15-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Lions first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Here's Gibbs, and he will fight his way to the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown Lions. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. A gain there of 13 yards.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. It's a first down and a gain of 13.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
It's first down, and they'll run. They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop the throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. On comes the Packers punting team. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They hand it to Gibbs. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Here's the Lions punt team now. The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. At their own 32-yard line. On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lloyd. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Give on the ground, and he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. Here's 1st and 10. Stay on the ground. Working his way for a short pickup to the 48. a second down and 8. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Now a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Packers first down by a couple of yards. Give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Second and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get stripped sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's going to look for the home run ball.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On comes the punter now. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and come out to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. From the gun, here's Gibbs.
It's tough to completely celebrate when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. He's going to have a Lions first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. First down, and they stick with Gibbs. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing. Here's their punter now. They'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, faking the give, going up top. And this will be incomplete.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. The matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
On the toss, it's Lord. A gain there of 11. First down, Packers.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Handoff here, up the middle, and that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to only about the 23. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. try to run it here with Jacobs. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means fourth down coming up. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Here's the punter now as he is on to punt for Green Bay. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Once again, it's Gibbs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
The Packers going to call out the field goal unit. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Packers are on the board just before halftime. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he's not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. He'll manage only a couple. Hedger and Cooper, they're on the tackle. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Clean close quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's shedding tackles left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
1 yard gain brings us 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Sending a receiver right. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Packers will have great field position right around midfield.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. They'll run with Jacobs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to air this one out. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. Fourth down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Here it is on fourth down. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
First and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's second and 2. Here's Jacobs. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. To the air now on first and 10. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
They hand it to Gibbs. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Javon Bullard there on the tackle. Here's a second and 9. They'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Ross. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. Here's third and 2. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is not knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. So that'll cost them half the distance. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to third down. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the end. Big play coming up. This is third down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. We've already reported a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Packers set to kick this one away. Be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead. despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Here's Gibbs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
Taking down the 41 on 2-yard pickup. Makes it 3rd and 8.
And that is incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
58-yard attempt.
This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. They'll try the right side with Lloyd. And nothing on that one back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
They run out of the gun, and here's Lloyd. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They put a receiver in motion to the left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground, has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now this time they'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there, or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll throw out of the gun. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They have to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. But they will turn it over on down.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll get him down, but not before he takes this across the 30-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. A run here with Gibbs. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Throwing now on 3rd and long. To the right side here. Pass is caught. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. And not wanting to take on any contact, he's going to slide to a stop.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Packers first down.
He'll run. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. Clock is stopped. 55 seconds remaining here in the game. Now 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Packers.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Another try, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Packers going to use their final timeout. The clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game. Now, 1st and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw. And fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Adds to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. Got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for two, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for a gotta-have-it two-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth as the kickoff comes. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
At this stage of the game, one play could be the difference between winning and losing, and that dangerous throw is just a little risky for my liking. I understand the notion of trying to make a play and being aggressive, but one turnover here, and this game could be over.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now, he'll air one out. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick throw here is complete. Down the sideline. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. A huge play there in overtime. A gain of 48. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Here's Gibbs to the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT. So it's a win here for the Lions. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.